Hi, my name is Dr. Alex Ezzati, and today I'll be showing you a few stretches to do, specifically 4 stretches to do to help with lower back pain using a yoga strap. Okay, so you want to make sure you're in a comfortable position laying down, and you can see we're using a yoga strap here. You really want to make sure that you're using a strap that doesn't have any elasticity in it. You don't want to be pulling and contracting the strap as you're trying to do the stretches. So you want something like a belt, specifically. If you have a yoga strap, it would work best. And you want to loop it around your foot there. Um, and typically these are very, very general stretches that you're going to be doing. And it's specifically to help relieve tension in the lower back. If we get a little more, specific or using medical terminology with it, that area in between T11 or T10 and about L1 or L2, which is that lower back area and the muscles around that area, the waistline, basically. So the first stretch that you want to do, you want to make sure you're nice and relaxed, your head's nice and relaxed, your shoulders are nice and relaxed, and you really just want to pull your leg up, making sure the leg is nice and straight. You don't want your knee to be creased. You want to make sure it is in that locked position, because that's going to isolate all of the muscles in the back here, your hamstrings, and the muscles in the calf. And you really just want to pull up to where you feel a little bit of a stretch, and just kind of hold it there. For the purposes of this video, I'm not going to go too high. We're going to stay at about a 45-degree angle. I actually feel a little bit of a stretch right here. I can maybe go a little further, but I'm going to stop about there. And you really just want to hold it there for about 20 seconds, really feeling the muscles in the hamstring and the calf muscles kind of pulling apart. It may feel achy, it may feel a little bit of burning. You don't want it to be painful, but you do want to feel a nice stretch. So you want to take it there, hold it for about 20 seconds. And if you want to get a little deeper into the stretch when you're at this stage, you can always curl your toes towards you, and you'll feel those muscles in the back there really start to pull. And this will be the first stretch. And from this position, going into the second stretch, all you're going to do is just a small movement, and you're going to lean towards the midline. Now, I say midline because if you're going to be using the other leg, you're going to also be coming towards the midline. So again, leaning towards the midline, and you'll feel this stretch intensify quite a bit. And you'll hold it here for about another 20 seconds, really making sure that leg is nice and straight. Remember, no bent knees. We tend to do that a lot. We want to make sure your leg is nice and straight, and you'll feel that burn right behind the knee, sometimes down the calf and into the feet. Great. And then coming back down. And from this position, you'll go into number 3. All you're going to do is pull outward. And you can wrap it around your hand here to get some leverage, gain some leverage. Use both hands. You want to make sure the leg is nice and straight, nice and relaxed, and you're just going to pull towards you. Almost this, this passive stretch. And you should feel that stretch all along the inside there, into the groin, all the hamstrings. And again, hold it there for about another 20 seconds. You want to get a little deeper, you can always curl the toes towards you. Great. And coming back towards the midline. This feels great, by the way. You'll feel a little pain, but no pain, no gain. So we did 3, that was 1. 2 is towards the midline. 3 is outward. Number 4, we're going to do a figure 4 stretch. Basically what that is, you're going to put the ankle over the opposite knee. Let me take this strap off. You're going to put that ankle over that opposite knee. You want to be above the kneecap, so not below or on top of the kneecap, above the kneecap. And you're just going to bend the opposite leg. And the idea is you're going to reach through, clasp your hands, and pull towards you. And you should feel that stretch all along this area here, into the buttocks, into the glutes, and maybe even into the low back. Now, you do want to make sure your feet are activated, meaning you don't want them to kind of just plump down. You want to make sure your feet are nice and they have energy behind them. Good. Just like that. Feels great. And slowly back down, holding that for about 20 seconds. So what we'll do now is we're going to do the other side. Alrighty, so moving to the other side, the right side, we're going to do the same thing. Make sure you get wrapped around your hand, get some nice leverage, keep the leg nice and straight, and just easy coming up until you feel a little bit of a stretch. You can push a little further, but we're going to keep it about there. You want to feel the stretch and then maybe just go a little further above that. And you don't want to be bouncing and yanking on your leg, making sure the leg is nice and straight and just pulling up passively. Again, holding about 15-20 seconds. That feels great. And leaning again towards the midline. Once you do that, it is going to intensify. Remember that. But that intensity is okay as long as it's not too much. So right now I feel it behind the knee, kind of moving into the hamstring and the buttocks, all the way down into my ankle and foot, which is great. You just don't want it to be painful. Like a good hurt. You want it to be a nice good hurt. Going back down, that was number 2. We're going to go into number 3. Now remember, going into number 3, you don't want to lift up into the side. You want to make sure you're down and to the side. And you're going to lift like so. Feeling that stretch all on the inside here. Remember, energy behind the feet, don't let them just kind of plump down. Making sure you have intention behind it. Like so. Pulling up in that direction. Feels great. And coming back down. Now, the more familiar you get with this, the further you can push yourself. But for the purposes of this video, we'll keep it fairly simple and gentle. Going into figure 4. Again, remember, ankle over knee, not on the knee or below the knee, on top of the knee. And you're going to bend like so, reaching through, making sure your head and neck, shoulders are nice and relaxed, energy behind the feet, and pulling towards you. Awesome. Keeping it there for a few minutes. Now, these yoga straps, you can keep them next to your bed on your nightstand. And in the morning, as soon as you wake up, grab your strap and do the stretches. And then at night, when you get back into bed, grab your strap, do the stretches. So twice a day. Takes about 3 to 5 minutes. And will hopefully give you some relief on your back. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to give us a call or reach out to us on our website or email. Thank you. Have a great day.